I was the founder, I continue to be the founder of Infotech Enterprises, a company which I founded in 1991. 1991, August 28th was the precise date. We went to commercial operations only in 1992. It's about a 22-year-old journey that I have. A very gratifying journey, of course, because I found this company with 4 engineers in my modest home on my dining table. That's where it started off. Fast forward 22 years, what you see now is a 12,000 people company, a company which operates in 60 different countries. For the financial year we just closed, which is March 2014, we had revenues of 2,206 crores, which translates to about $363 million. We've been a profit-making company since inception. And this year we made an operating margin of about 410 crores of rupees, and we made a net margin of 266 crores of rupees. From then, not only the 4 engineers to 12,000 plus engineers that we have in the company, we operate in about 60 different countries across the world. Our business is very small in India. It's largely export business. 97%, 98% of it is export business for us. Our core competency is in more in engineering services, network services, and data and analytics. That's where our core competence comes. In terms of industries, our biggest industry vertical is aerospace. Our second largest is rail equipment. Our third largest is telecom. Telecom and rail equipment are almost equal to each other. Because of the good work that's been done by my associates in the company, we have some of the marqueest of marquee names in the world as our customer base. In aerospace, we work with Boeing, we work with Airbus, we work with Pratt & Whitney, we work with GKN Aerospace, Watt Aerospace, Spirit Aerospace, you name them, they're there. Similar is the case with transportation, whether it's Bombardier, it's Alstom, it is GK, it's GE, you name them, they're all there. So the reflection of that is the ability of us to delight our customers by providing services much beyond just quality or on time or affordable cost. But we go much beyond that in terms of providing innovative solutions to our customers globally. That's the reason why where we are today. Well, industries of this nature, which are very specialized in nature, have this big challenge in terms of having domain knowledge. Domain becomes very important. If you very seriously look back into Indian history itself, have we produced an aerospace engine all by ourselves? We don't. We don't have an aerospace design engineer who had the ability to produce an aircraft engine. So therefore, to that extent, there are certain constraints and certain limitations. But how we are doing that is basically making sure that people visit abroad, learn from customers, knowledge transfer happens, and we are in a position to get this moving forward. Its rebranding is positioned for the 7th of May. That's when the rebranding will happen. And it's a fairly major exercise that we are doing. A company with 12,000 people, with 300 active customers, with $346 million of revenue. It's not easy at all. But we're hoping that we will be in a position to do a good job, given that we have some of the best consultants in the world working with us in terms of rebranding. See, one of the things that was bothering us quite a bit is, number one, why rebranding was our name does not represent what we do. We are an engineering company, we're a networking company, we are designing tomorrow together with our customers. Put a generic name like Infotech Enterprises, it doesn't reflect upon what you do. Your purpose of life, why you are here, what are you doing? That's the question I keep asking. Why are you here? What are you doing? That doesn't get answered by Infotech Enterprises. The second one is when you have a generic name like Infotech Enterprises, the key thing that always comes up is that you will get good name and bad name with it. The good name, it's free to you, but the bad name is very dear to you. So the result is that you unnecessarily get caught up into muddles from time to time. You need to have uniqueness, and that's how we decided to look around for a unique name. And we found a unique name, which is truly unique in the sense that two words are very, very dear to us. Client, scient, client, they sound alike. Science, client, scient, they look alike. So therefore, scient and client are very dear to us. And as a result of that, we said, look, this name looks very good to us. And in addition to that, if you globally research, you'll find that most of the companies change their name because they want to forget their past. But whereas we are very proud about our past, we feel very good about our 22 years of life, gratifying honestly for people like me who found this company. So in order to have the continuity, we took that part of the name of the previous company, which is IENT, Infotech Enterprise. It's actually part of even our ticker symbol, and call it as CYIENT, Scient. That's how it works out to be. So it's a continuity of past, looking into future. That's what it is. We spend very little time on the past. We've got a great future for this company. That's why we are saying branding ourselves as designing tomorrow together. market company, I have $100 billion of revenue. I work in certain markets, and each markets that I operate, for instance, I'm in aerospace, I'm in transportation, I'm in telecommunication. In these markets, as you know, one of the marketing consulting companies which tries to position engineering services have said, we have the predominant position, we have the leadership position in these areas. And that is what we try to pride ourselves about.